Went up to Eyeball Niagara. They're in front of Fast Clip, about to come to the outside. Then All Legal. More Joyous is tracking the leaders. Nash Peels are into the clear. Jose went right along the fence, pinched the lead, and it's Jose taking over along the inside. Fast Clip and More Joyous and Rangy Rang do All Legal, and then came Shootout, but More Joyous sprinted up in the middle. She grabbed Fast Clip and Jose. Shootout's running on. It's More Joyous in the middle of the track. She's in front in this mighty mare. More Joyous goes on to win it from Shootout. Jose's in a photo for third with Happy Trails and Sincero. Then in behind them, Fast Clip, followed by Absolutely, and then Secret Admirer. Then Albert the Fat, followed further back by Rangy Rang Do, Monton Centennial Park. Then He's Remarkable. Dan Lee's a long way back with Wall Street, Happy Zero, Hurtle Myrtle, and Niagara has pulled up a long last.
Well, there'd be one man jumping up and down in that parade ring, and that is John Singleton. His mighty mare, More Joyous, has finally done it. She's won a big one, and a more deserved win you won't see anywhere.
He got her into a beautiful spot, Nash. He jumped her out, went forward, was looking to sit three deep, then the gap came, he got one off the fence. From that point onwards, his stablemates were controlling the speed up front, so the speed wasn't that generous in front, and Nash was just sitting there smoking his pipe, thinking, I'm in the perfect spot here. All she's got to be is good enough, and we know she's good enough.
Yeah, well, to all those people who are saying, well, yeah, she's won Group 1s, but what Group 1s has she won? Well, now she's got a Doncaster on a medal piece, and 18 out of 25, that's an incredible record for a horse that started her racing career as a lean filly who didn't carry any conditions. She'd walk into the yard and people would say, oh, he couldn't win. She'd always look below her best.
You know, I think she probably, you know, she hasn't won by that far. She's won by a length or so, and she's an enormous, and I'm so glad that she has won a big one. If the rain had stayed with us, I think it would have been maybe a different story.
You might be right.
But you know, she got the benefit of the track drying out, and she's just done her absolute best, and we know that's good enough.
Michelle Payne saved a lot of ground. Look at Jose over on its inside, just to her outside, or about to join her on the outside of Sincero in the black colours, who was slow away. He was second last to leave, and he saved a lot of ground as well. Fast Clip's run a huge race. Shootout. Look at old Happy Trails running home. Doesn't he know how to find the line? He's probably just missed the placing there. What has...
Jose.
Yeah, Shootout's beat Jose for the Miners, and Sincero's run fourth, and I'd say Happy Trails has run fifth.
So for the $1 million first four, you need 2, 3, 16 and...
6, and it's paid $9,500. So, Richard, there has been 4 legs of the big 6 down. Every favourite's won.
So now we're down to a double.
It's Landing into Streamer, into Western Symbol, into More Joyous, and Gay Waterhouse. Now, while we were talking about everything else, what a moment for her. She is now equal with her father TJ, with 7 Doncasters, and that is the record. TJ's record has stood for a long, long time. Gay Waterhouse quickly got to 6, but it's been almost 10 years. Grand Army was the last Doncaster winner.
Was that 10 years ago?
For Gay Waterhouse. Yeah, she put a lot together very quickly. She's now on 7, and she's now equal with TJ a week after TJ was named as a legend in the Hall of Fame.
No, she's targeted this race, and she's extremely good at getting one just right for this race. And she's had this mare all along, and it looked like the weather was going to spoil the party again, but the weather's just cleared up the last minute and allowed what is Sydney's great mare. She's not Black Caviar, but I tell you what, she's not that far behind. And her record is just outstanding, so good luck to all the connections of More Joyous. She's a super mare.
And she has now, I think she might have even topped 4 million. If she hasn't topped the $4 million mark, with that $1.2 million first prize money, she's just off it. She could be 1.39.
She's won 2.76.
Yeah. Just add it up.
She's just around that 4 million
She's just
mark.
missed the 4 million.
Yeah.
Morphetville coming up, race number 6. And Nashville have made a statement during the week that they'll tear the grandstand down if More Joyous won the Doncaster. What he didn't realise was the grandstand has already been torn down in preparation for her win.
Yes, indeed.
Rightio. It's here's Nash coming back now, and look, Corey Brown has told me that she's the best horse he's ridden. Nash is in love with her. What a great win. And we'll show you some scenes of Singo a little bit later when we can, after we go to Adelaide. But there's plenty of people leading the great More Joyous back to scale.
She's not the slightest bit frightened of that big ribbon lead because she's been led back with them so many times.
Yep, exactly right. David, what do you like here in race 6?
Yeah, Nitschke Stakes, a time-honoured race in Adelaide here now for the 3-year-olds, 11, 4, 3 and 2. I'm very keen on this. Come around sundown, the 11. $7 out to $7.50, back to 7. I reckon this will just about win. You can back this each way with confidence. The 11 to beat the 4 Sea Trist, good parade. The 3 Hidden Value, just maybe a doubt at the trip, but he finishes well. He should run it. And the 2 Alchemy's 8 for 4th. Good, tough sort of a horse. I've got to say, the 7 Rough Deal did parade very, very well. He's $21. Put him in your trifecta and pick 4. 11, 4, 3 and 2. A watch on the 7. They are moving in. Well, let's go straight up to Hilton Donaldson.
Listed Nitschke Stakes. Riziz comes up. Second of our features today. Now in goes Come Around Sundown. Forward goes Alchemy's 8. We wait on 2 more. Balzeus and Glamorous. Steady rain again. Now 2 to come up. Forward goes Glamorous, and the last one moving in is Balzeus with the barrier blanket. For the Nitschke Stakes, a listed affair. First 3 place getters exempt from ballot on the Adelaide Guineas, which is on Derby Day, the 5th of May. Now Balzeus coming up. It's the last. It's going to back into the gates the way it's going at the moment. Absolutely outstanding winner of the other features so far today. Molto Bene in the Sires Produce. They're all in now and set to go. They'll attach the barrier blanket to the stalls and it'll stay there and the horse will come out. Set to go. They're ready to run. Off and racing now. Little Miss Burke was slow to begin, and first away was Kinsale McManor, showing good speed, though, Sea Trist, and along the inside, Fiddy's booting up. Then came Alchemy's 8, followed by Hidden Value. Getting back midfield is Riziz. Come Around Sundown's caught wide as they come up to the first turn, being followed by Balzeus along the rails. A length away, Rough Deal. Second last settling is Little Miss Burke, and last of all is Glamorous. Going clear at the 900 metres is Fiddy, and Fiddy leads by 2 lengths on Sea Trist, and 2.5 away third is Hidden Value from Alchemy's 8. Then Come Around Sundown, No Luck, followed by Balzeus, Kinsale McManor, and with those Riziz from the Rough Deal. Second last is Little Miss Burke, and Glamorous at the tail end as they come down the side now. This leader's taken off Fiddy. It leads at the 600 metres by 3 on Sea Trist, and then Hidden Value from Come Around Sundown. Riziz is starting to track up nicely around Alchemy's 8, going well also, followed by Balzeus, Kinsale McManor, Rough Deal. Glamorous endeavouring to improve, widest of all, and last is Little Miss Burke at the 350 turning. Fiddy's come back to them. Sea Trist, Come Around Sundown's been the big run. However, Riziz is going to it, and then came Balzeus getting off heels and finishing on. Wider out, Kinsale McManor and Rough Deal. Riziz hit the lead. Here's Balzeus, the big danger on the outside from Come Around Sundown. It's Riziz in front. Balzeus is trying to reach it. Balzeus is going to Riziz. Balzeus levelling up, hit the lead, and Balzeus beat Riziz. Third, Come Around Sundown, big run. Photo fourth might be Hidden Value from Kinsale McManor, and close up Sea Trist, and wider out Little Miss Burke getting warm late, followed in by Alchemy's 8, Rough Deal, Glamorous, and Fiddy led for home but came in last. The winner is Balzeus, number 9, Dominic Tanua, for Karina and Terry O'Sullivan. Hadn't done much at its last couple at Sandown on the lakeside track, but it's been beautifully ridden by Dominic Tanua. And he's got home to win. Number 9 over 6, Riziz, Paul Gatt, Ken Sweeney. So it's the Mauritian Magician, Dominic Tanua, 124.70. 124.70. 9-6. Now third. It's a good go. Still no numbers. Good race, the Nitschke. 11 gets third. Come Around Sundown. What a run it. Drew wide. No luck. Justin Potter, Brian Mueller. Rare for Mueller to back them up 7 days later, but he
All right. Now, he's the Mauritian Magician Mark II, by the way.
Who was the first?
original Mauritian Magician is my little mate over there in Perth, Johnny Clate.
Ah.
Who you would have...
Yes, I know.
He would have been at Warwick Farm when you were there.
Yeah, Johnny. Was he the Mauritian Magician?
I'm sure he was the original. He'll let me know.
And the best?
Oh, yeah. Still the best. No, retired now. Injury put, and I think a bit of weight problems put pay to Johnny's...
A younger man is taking over.
And I will say, and he will be watching, he's an avid watcher of Sky Racing World. Doesn't go much on you, but loves Sky Racing World. Let's have a look at Nashua. Let's go to Nashua now and see what he had to say to Claire Bird after the Doncaster.
Yeah, just such a grounding moment for her. Davey Myers is looked after, and there's a lot that have. Bryony from Strawberry Hill Farm, and I just keep coming back to Davey Myers. This will be one of his best days in racing to see this mare win, and certainly one of mine. She was good.
She certainly is. You gave her clear running, a fair way out. You just wanted to make sure she stayed out of trouble?
Look, I just wanted to show how good she was. I didn't need to... I had a half-decent run mid-race, and I was 3 wide there a bit early, and Jimmy popped off the fence at the half-mile and sort of got me back into where I wanted to be, and just wanted to... Well, I didn't want an excuse. That was the main thing. Coming back to a bloke like Singo and saying, oh, mate, if I had done this, it just doesn't happen.
No, exactly right, and I'm sure that Singo will be nice and happy, and it's good that, you know, you can win a race like this for him and Gay and on this wonderful mare that you love so much.
Yeah, it's all about her today. That's all it's about. It's all about her. Just never been a more deserving horse to win a great race.
No, you're exactly right. Well, you take her back to the crowd and enjoy it. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Claire. Will you just spoken?
That's exactly right. There's never been a more deserved winner after a big race, and Singo would be tickled pink. That's a treble for Gay Waterhouse today. Landing, who looks like it's got plenty of promise.
Yep.
Western Symbol, who's a progressive stayer, and of course More Joyous, the established star. Shootout, great effort off a month's break. And Yosei, well, Michelle Payne, there's no way it would have run a place if Michelle Payne didn't save all that ground along the fence.
No, it was a lovely ride for Michelle, and no, as Nash said, there's no more deserved horse to have their name on that magnificent Doncaster trophy than More Joyous.
Yeah. Just interesting how they're playing the track there today. And I mean, More Joyous was out in the centre of the track, and that's where she was going to be, and she was always going to come down the centre. But the 3rd and 4th horses, Yosei never left the fence, and Sincero was slow to move and made a lot of ground, saving ground on the inside. So
we half predicted this, that later in the day the inside would even up a bit because the track is drying out and it's going to dry out on the inside, and it hasn't been used a lot.
Caulfield race number 7 over 2,000 metres. Fastnet Prince, the tip from Tony Brazel.
Now, there's been a jockey change on Skelto. Caitlin Mallion is now on Skelto. It's changed from this morning.
Jake Duffy, taken to hospital. He had a fall earlier. We should have updated you on this earlier. He's quite okay. He's been taken for observation and x-rays. I just want to get this right. He was...
He had a hematoma on his arm.
Yes. Yes, yeah. That's exactly what he had.
Well, that would have been caused by excessive bruising from the horse that a horse from behind went over the top of him and collected him with a couple of its hooves and probably hit his arm and has caused a hematoma. And that, it's good news, though, that he seems to be okay, other than a damaged arm. Quite
conscious, hematoma to the left arm, went to hospital for x-rays.
So as a billionaire, he'll be shooting for that South Australian Derby as well as a billionaire.
Hey, there's a few here that will be.
Yep, he's certainly won impressively down at Geelong. Then at Caulfield, what did you make of that run behind Red Typhoon?
Average?
I thought it was just average. I expected more from him, to be honest.
He didn't beat a lot when he bolted in the other day.
No, they were. Oh, I shouldn't be derogatory, but they were skunks.
This horses going well here will more than likely head across to the South Australian Derby, including that horse on screen, Dr. Hush. What are the market moves for Dr. Hush on track?
Well, the Doctor was at $6 and has just drifted out to $7.50. Red Typhoon, who won the other day, $5.50 out to $7.50. There's a billionaire, $3.50 out to $4.40. So everything on the drift. The only one that's firm to any degree is number 13, Fastnet Prince. Now, it's got in from $8.50 into $5.50. That's a bit of a move for Fastnet Prince. son of Fastnet Rock, trained by Mick Price on the track. Won a maiden at Tatura over 1980 metres at its last start. Started 9-4 favourite and led all the way.
Rightio, we're about to go to Greg Miles for his call. After this, we'll be having a look at the runners in the yard with Larry Olsen. And we're just waiting on correct weight as well from Morphetville. It's turned a bit dark down there at Morphetville with that rain and dark clouds down there. I think there's forecast in Adelaide for a few days this week with showers, but it's looking very promising for next weekend when Black Caviar arrives. And don't forget, we'll be there on course next Saturday for Black Caviar's return to racing in the Sangster Stakes. We'll have a full coverage live from Morphetville all day long to see not only Black Caviar but a wonderful meeting down there. The Oaks is on as well.
Yeah, look, they're having their day in the sun, hopefully.
And then they might get another crack at it 2 weeks later for the Goodwood.
I doubt if she'll run twice. Black Caviar. What do you think?
I think she will.
I don't think she will.
I think she will, and it depends on how she comes through that run.
I don't think he'll want to give
the Sangster, but he must have seen something in that gallop the other day when she won that jump out at Caulfield. He knows her, of course, Peter Moody, and he must have just looked at her coming back thinking, no, you'll need 2 runs.
Yeah.
It's not about going back to Adelaide for another win. It's about getting on that plane fit so that he doesn't have to do anything with her in England.
Yeah, I don't know that. I'm just doubtful that
Can she get ready for a Golden Jubilee with just the 1 run and that break?
Yes, because the way he can train her in England is different to the way he can train her here. He can do more with her. You know, I don't think he'll need to. I think he'll shy away from it when push comes to shove. Anyway,
you're a party pooper, aren't you?
I'm just trying to tell you what I think might happen. Anyway, we're going to concentrate on this 2,000 metre, $70,000 3-year-old open handicap here and see which one will put its hand up for the South Australian Derby.
We'll come along and complete the lineup and we'll have them right to go. 1 Armour Rock, 9 Utah Saints in the quaddy at halfway. Hell's Kitchen took the outside next to Tower of Lonrose, so they're set to run. Fastnet Prince in 2, and he jumped away fairly well. Red Typhoon goes back, and Zabillionaire a little slow. He's going to be well out the back as they settle down, and Shelto's going over to find the lead with Fastnet Prince. They show the way to Chieftain Jack by a length and a half, with Tower of Lonro next on the outside, and just off them on the inside came Vincente, getting a good trail behind the leading few. 2 lengths to Campeo and 2 lengths to Rich Pride. They're followed by West South West on the inside. Dr. Hush is around him, and they've followed Red Typhoon, Zabillionaire right back second last today, and Hell's Kitchen last of all. So Shelto holds them all out, and he makes his way to the top of the track by a length to Tower of Lonro. The well-tried Fastnet Prince is running 3rd, and Chieftain Jack's a length away 4th, followed by Vincente 5th on the rail, 1 Campeo, 1 to Rich Pride, followed by Dr. Hush about 7 or 8 lengths away from the leader, then West South West and Red Typhoon, and 3 lengths away is a Billionaire and Hell's Kitchen. 1,000 to go, and Shelto shows the way by about a length and a half. Tower of Lonro is running 2nd, and in behind them Fastnet Prince, a length away to Chieftain Jack, and 2 lengths further back in the field is Vincente on the inside of Campeo. 800 left to go, and they're followed by Rich Pride over on the rails, followed by Dr. Hush and 2 to Red Typhoon. She's being followed then by West South West, a Billionaire at least 10 lengths away from the leader, and coming up the side of the course, Hell's Kitchen at the end, less than 600 to go. Shelto from Tower of Lonro. Campeo's run on strongly. Fastnet Prince waits from Chieftain Jack. Dr. Hush has picked up valuable ground. Red Typhoon coming around them. Vincente dropped off. Campeo on a long run's moved up in the middle of the course and tackled Shelto, who stays to the rail. They're swinging wide. Chieftain Jack, Dr. Hush, Red Typhoon and Zabillionaire starting to come down the outside now. Chieftain Jack raced up to Campeo. Red Typhoon joining in, and Zabillionaire. These horses on the outside. Zabillionaire from a minute back drove to the lead past the 100 metres. That's the way to ride him. Zabillionaire came away, scored by 2.5 lengths Chieftain Jack, and ahead Campeo. Red Typhoon ran 4th, and those horses who came down down the outside, got right away on them. Rich Pride followed west-southwest, Dr. Hush. Followed further back, Fastnet, Prince Hell's Kitchen, Shelto carved up. Back towards the end, then Vincente, Tower of Lonhro last in. Number 2's a billionaire in a big switcheroo here. Coming from the back of the field here today, charging over the top to win. He's really appreciated that. They've taken the risk, given the conditions of the way the pattern had been evolving here today, and they went right back on Zabilionaire, gave him his chance to settle down and run the trip right out, and that he has done with a terrific finishing burst coming right down the outside.
He's carried 58.
You don't often see a horse come that wide. You couldn't go any wider. It's impossible to go any wider.
At Caulfield, you are exactly right. I haven't seen him out that wide for a long time, and that rail's out a fair way too. So they are right out in the outside lane of the course.
13 metres, the rail. So you can't come any wider, and...
He's carried 58 kilos there with Jake Noonan's 1.5 kilo claim. That's a double to Jake, and he has appreciated being ridden that way. That's a horse that he wants to be ridden like that. He wants to be allowed to settle early and then rocket home late. He's been ridden up on the pace and he hasn't been as impressive. But ridden this way today, I think he's going to really be something to beat in the South Australian Derby.
I wonder if any jock will look for that lane 1 metre in from the outside fence. Anyone game?
Well, that's probably where they drag the barriers around out there. Yeah, there'd be firmer ground out there.
All right, let's go and have a look at Eagle Farm and how they paraded a short time ago with Larry. There's Tony Brazel's tip. He's going for Hidden Jewel. This is the Princess 3-year-old stakes. It's a listed race, and Hidden Jewel third up today. Let's see how she looks.
Race 7 at Eagle Farm. We got the top weight just waiting to fall into line, just at the entrance to the parade ring. It's Playtime. Playtime hasn't run since mid-January. Bit of an effort for it first up over the 1600, but appearance-wise she looks quite good. She's always been one of my favourites, but I have a worry about 1600 first up. Crazy Mama, the grey filly, she looks well. She's a good winner last start and a lot to like about it. She usually puts herself in the race and she gets the chance again from the 2 alley. Flying Jet is number 3, a little awkwardly drawn. Run third behind Crazy Mama last start and her run was quite good. Bevico Girl looks well, number 4, another grey by Easy Rocking. Drawn awkwardly, so it'll have to go back from there. Hidden Jewel, number 6. I like this filly. And particularly as she's had a couple of runs back, she's much more relaxed here today, and lovely big filly too. She's your favourite, deserves to be. Gold Slick, Birchley trains, fit and well, didn't flatter at its last start, a little bit of ability. Then we go to 8, Strip Show, looks very well. Didn't do much at its last start, and that was in April, behind Crazy Mama, got beaten 8.5 lengths, will have to improve. Another superior from the pack in that camp. That's number 9. We can forgive her a last run. She'd